Hello and welcome back to yet another video on this channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It's going to be a tier list of all the best players from all of the career modes that you have seen on this channel. From the Blackpool career mode to the Liverpool career mode to the Southend United to Barcelona. Every single one. We're going to be creating different categories in which to label the players, and we're going to be ranking them essentially. And so the different categories in which we're going to be ranking them in will be at the top, you've got icons, below that you've got legends, below that you've got cult heroes, and below that you've got stars, and then in the bottom tier you've got servants. Now, I think it's important to say that none of these tiers are bad. Like, none of them are bad players. These are the best players in all of the different career modes. However, these are also the players that, in terms of servants, these are the players that were never really first team players, but, they just did well whenever they were called upon. And so now that I've started them, I might as well explain all the rest of the tiers as well. Anyway, from servants you go to stars, who are just one step above servants. Basically, they're players that featured a lot, started a few games, and were always, decent. Tend to be like second team fixtures, or even if they're on the first team, then they're first team fixtures. But they weren't, incredible. They were just very good, always did a job, never did anything wrong. Can't knock them. Next up, you got cult heroes, who are essentially just players who spent a long time at the club, weren't exactly first teamers, or might have been first teamers. They just did very well whenever they were meant to. They left us with some great memories, and we'll remember them fondly. But they weren't legendary, and they weren't iconic. Above cult heroes, you've got legends, who, self-explanatory, had longevity, incredible performance over a long period of time, put up great numbers, helped us win certain trophies in certain games, and yeah, very, very, very memorable players indeed. Then you got icons right at the top, and now these are the iconic players. They're the poster kids of each of the videos that they starred in, basically. Now, I think it's pretty obvious if you've seen the videos which ones make it into the icon section. I think a lot of them won player of the season in their videos, but we're gonna get to that right at the end. So now that you've established what each of the different tiers mean, let's get into it. So we start off with the servants right at the bottom. So the smallest tier only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in it. And now from left to right, we look at Max Dijkstra of the Arsenal career mode. He was a left winger, 81 rated, but as you know, overall is just a number. Now, he was one of my favourite players to use in any of the career modes at all. He was just so small, so agile, so nimble. 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot. He was left-footed, I believe, but he cut on his right foot constantly. He had mad acceleration. His 85 pace is a bit deceptive. I think he got like 99 acceleration and 77 sprint speed or something like that. And just all-round very decent winger. Also decent defensively. You could deputise at left wing back as well if you needed him to. Next time we've got Lorenzo Dijkstra, who was an incredible player. Basically, our main goalkeeper got injured, and we had to survive with an 80-rated keeper for the rest of the season. And we won, I think, the domestic treble with him. So, yeah, can't knock him. Both from the Netherlands. Both two of my favourite players. Speaking of the Netherlands, I really hope the Netherlands kick the USA's ass. I really cannot have the USA winning the Female World Cup. Anyway, next to them, we've got Attila Gunver from the Blackpool career mode, who kind of fell out of favour during his video. He was always really good, but I think we just got a better winger. He just stopped being useful eventually. He got replaced by Eggenberg, I believe it is. No, Trossard. It was Trossard. He got replaced by Trossard. And so, yeah, he was also very decent. Very good all-round winger. Quite slow. So I think he was used as a number 10 quite a few times in this video. Then we've got Cheikh Cisse, 4-star skill defender. Very decent in the Barcelona career mode. Enjoyed using him a lot. I think he might be my favourite defender of all of the videos. Oh, wait, no. Favourite defender coming up later on. Artur Belcourt of the Liverpool career mode. He also fell out of favour. Wasn't used very much, but he scored a winning goal in the Champions League final. So, yeah. He's a decent player. Joe Freestone, he was actually more useful in the build-up to the video than he was in the actual video. So, this is more giving him an honorary servant label due to his importance in the build-up to the video. Then Lance Allen, who was our right winger who managed to just destroy every game that he was included in. Got assists and goals all over the shop. One of my favourite wingers to use. 5-star, 2-star though. But weak foot, just a state of mind, Anyway, we move on to the stars. Now, as we look at the stars, you can see from left to right, we've got quite a few here, so we'll get through them as quickly as possible. Gil Path, who's our Spanish winger, scored some absolute bangers in the Arsenal career mode, as well as being an assist monster, 90 pace, 85 dribbling, brilliant option to bring off the bench. Harrison Harris is a solid centre defensive midfielder. was a shame about his weak foot, but he always, you know, decent with the long pass and the long shots as well. Tornio Scoli, 5-star weak foot centre back, 90 rated. I think he was one of our captains in the Atlanta career mode. Always a very reliable player. Siaka Fofana was our right back who could deputise at right wing when we needed him to, thanks to his 4-star, 5-star. Very pacey, very defensive, very physical. He's almost in the 70+ club, you know, all the stats almost over 70. Charlie Watson was always a very reliable player in the Southend United career mode. Got lots of assists, brilliant cutting in on his left foot. We've got Hyun-woo Kim from the Blackpool career mode, who is our kind of attacking centre mid, kind of like an 8, even though he's listed as a cam. Got lots of goals, brilliant long shots, brilliant assist rate, I think it is. And next one we've got Benjamin Anziani, 5-star weak for 3-star skill. Insanely pacey, insanely defensively solid, got lots of assists. I think he got the Champions League winning assist in the Liverpool career mode. Then we've got Charlie Allen, who's our 6'6" brick shithouse of a, of a striker. Not as physical as I'd hoped, only 80 physical. But yeah, that was more than enough for most of the games that we played. Next we've got Lewis Price, who was our captain in our Southend career mode. Just a solid defender, not too much glam and glitz about him. Anyway, we move on to the next tier. Right, now we look at the cult heroes that's hotting up here. Got some big names here. It's a bit mad, got a lot of the cult heroes in this tier. I never would have thought like it would get bigger as you go up. I thought it would get smaller as you go up, but oh well. So yeah, in the cult heroes we've got Lucas Ortiz, who was our 5'7" centre back, absolute beast. I cannot believe that I played a 5'7" centre back. This is just, I would never do it now, but yeah, no, he was incredible. Loved using him. Henry Cook, who scored that iconic goal. I think he got goal of the season in the Arsenal career mode. Our English lad, 90 rated cam. Next one we've got Victor Velazquez. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. He's just a brilliant all-round centre back. Nicknamed him the Bullfighter. 87 pace. Are you mad? 87 physicality. 87 defensive. Just an absolute beast. Kento Ito, who's our tricky Japanese winger, got a lot of assists. I think he opened our account in the Arsenal career mode as well from Japan. Cheikh Dady, who scored that insane goal in the Liverpool career mode. Oh my goodness. I really wish I could go back and use him a lot more than I did. He was an incredible player, really undervalued. Next time we've got Rafe Lerkemper, who was our assist machine in the Atlanta career mode. He's that left-wing German player who he couldn't shoot, but he was incredible at just whipping in crosses. Incredibly accurate, incredibly powerful, just a real talisman. Then we've got Koulibaly, who's our right back, who played pretty much every position on the pitch, pretty much. From cam to centre defensive midfield, to right back to left wing to right wing. Just an incredibly versatile player, brilliant to have in your squad. Hugo Azevedo, oh my lord, I absolutely loved using this player. He was incredible in the Barcelona career mode. He could play literally every position, every single one. This was as a CM, but we used him at left wing, we used him at right wing, we used him at CM, we used him at cam, at centre forward. Any time someone was injured or someone was tired, he just slot in perfectly. Lots of assists, lots of goals. I really wish I could use him in more career modes. Malik Diagana, again, brilliant goalkeeper for us in the Barcelona career mode, though he did make a lot of mistakes. He did make a hell of a lot of mistakes, which is why he's not, in a higher tier. Shakil El Hindi was our most salary gen, I believe. And yeah, he was just brilliant. Lots of goals, smacked them in. Was a goal-scoring winger. Didn't do much assisting, but it didn't matter because he was sticking in the back of the net himself. Akim Winter from Germany. Oh, I loved using him so much. Wish he had a little bit more pace about him. But yeah, him and Johan Obiang created an incredible partnership in the Liverpool career mode. Frank Hendricks, Thomas Meyer, both brilliant players that we used in the Liverpool career mode as well. Thomas Meyer unfortunately got injured near the end of the season, if you remember. And then finally got Archie Harrison, he was our actual captain. Sorry, I said Lewis Price was our captain before, but Archie Harrison was our captain in the Southend career mode. Right, now we move into the big leagues here. We've got the legends here. Starting from left to right, we've got Pedro Jesus and Feliciano Lucero, our attacking duo from the Arsenal career mode. These men shared 44 goals between them. It actually pains me to say how good they were in that career mode. Everything just worked in that 4-4-2. I think it might be one of the most iconic pairings in the history of football. Not getting ahead of myself here. Next time we've got Franco Campagna, who was brilliant striker for us in the Atlanta career mode. Funnily enough, in the build-up, I really wish I'd recorded it. He scored 44 goals on his own in one season. I'm gonna start recording the build-up to them when I get FIFA 20. Then we've got Aleman Vieira, who's brilliant for us in the Atlanta career mode. George Jackson was also incredible with his aerial battling ability. Yusuf Chouar was the greatest substitute to have ever graced football. Oh my lord. The goals this man scored. Jay Hall was an incredible vice captain for us in the Southend United career mode. Got, banged mad assists, got loads of goals. What did I just say? Banged assists. All right. Isaac Edwards was an absolute brick wall for us in the Southend United career mode. Misael Cisneros. Oh my lord, that's a blast from the past. He carried us. He honestly and truly carried us throughout that Blackpool career mode. Yeah, we really would not have got by without him. Chinedo Ababia was also iconic. Or no, not iconic. That's why he's not in the next tier. He was brilliant for us in the Barcelona career mode. Ferribori Bauji, also another madness. Odson Bayo, I really wish I could go back and get this player because he was only 21 when I finished that career mode and he had so much more to give. 84 rated centre mid. Probably my favourite centre mid in all of the career mode series, even though I used him the least. Musunguli Dadu, another iconic right-footed Leroy Sané as we called him. Tete Lomti, the definition of overall is only a number. Oh my lord, the things this man did in that career mode. Johan Obiang, another goal machine for us in the Liverpool career mode. And finally, Sam Griffiths, who I think broke our record for most assists in a single video. Yeah, I think every single player in this tier is fully deserving of the legend label. And honestly wish EA kind of figure out a way to export players. Because I want to be able to mix and match these players. I want to be able to create better teams with them. Anyway, we move on to the icons. Now, first up in the icon tier, Enzo Sosa. Oh my lord. If EA ever did create an export feature, I'd use this guy in pretty much every single career mode I have. I don't think I enjoyed using a player as much as I enjoyed using Sosa during the Arsenal career mode. Actually, I did. There's one more player who's on Sosa's level, the icon of the icons. Next to Sosa, we've got Esteban Carrizo, who was a 95 rated goalkeeper. He got injured, but he was incredible up until he got injured. And to be honest, he's only really there because he's 95 rated keeper, like Jesus Christ. Next time we've got Chao Chen. He was the only other player who I think I'd export and use in pretty much every single career mode. Because, oh my lord, he was just that good. Enzo Sosa and Chao Chen, just the best players that I've used in any career mode. And I enjoyed using them so much. Fully deserving of the icon label. Next time we've got Lewis Watson, who broke our record for most goals scored in a single season. Even though he was played out of position technically. Frederick Jessen was an absolute joy to use at CDM. Probably the most versatile centre defensive midfielder / centre back that you'll ever get. He also played a couple of games at right wing. You've got Awishiak Bala, who was just a complete player, as you can see from his stats. He's got 72, 91, 84, 93, 66, 62, 4-star, 5-star. Another player I'd export and use in pretty much every career mode. Emmanuel Donio, who was only there for half a season before he cemented his position as an icon. He was unbelievable. And he essentially pushed Koulibaly out of the team, unfortunately. But, it had to be done. This man was a legend. Rodolfo Miranda, who'd be my other player who I'd export and use in pretty much every career mode because he was so good. Despite only being 2-star skills, I use him on the left wing as well. Yusuf Salawu, again, a player who can play every position. 91 pace, 70 shooting, 92 pace. 92 passing, 83 dribbling, 87 defensive, and 92 physicality. Are you mad? That is the most rounded player you could possibly get, I think, in my opinion. Then you get Liamine Amara at 99 with 95 dribbling, 99 pace for 95 dribbling. Another centre forward player who I'd use in pretty much every career mode if I could. Joseph Ezugo, I think he's the only Liverpool player in this tier because he was that good. 6'7" monster with 87 pace. He won headers for, he just won headers for fun, and he scored loads of goals for us. I think in the build-up, maybe not in the actual video, but yeah, I just loved using him. Also defensively solid. Gasparoni, who I made my feelings about him very clear. He's incredible. I just loved using him. I just loved using him so much. He was more of a cam than a winger, actually. So if I could use him again, I'd use him at cam. Papastathopoulos, who was, I think, the best defensive record in any of the career modes was under him in the Atlanta career mode. So yeah, very, very, very well deserving of the iconic label. Mendy Radebe, oh my days, we all remember him. Oh my god, goals that this man scored. He was Lampard and then some. Best midfielder, I think, in all of the career mode. Octavio Duarte was just solid at centre defensive midfield. Absolutely loved using him. I think he captained us in our most successful video. Won the treble, I think, in his video. So yeah, he definitely deserves an icon label here. And then Eugenio Villalba, who's just... I just like using him. He just felt good, you know? I can't really justify his inclusion here, but he was just a brilliant player. Felt good. Brilliant power to weight ratio. And yeah, I'd export him if I could. Right, now, as promised, we're going to create an XI of all these players, essentially, of the best. And this is what I came up with. So in the starting XI, I've got Lewis Watson playing at striker, even though this is a cam. I believe he'd be very well suited to the striker role. He loves getting goals. Isn't much of a creative, as you can see, only 80 passing. But yeah, he's just 93 shooting, 99 pace, 95 dribbling. He's perfectly suited to that role. And behind him, we've got the attacking trio of Liam Neymar at cam, Enzo Sosa at right wing, and Chao Chen at left wing. Honestly, that I need to change my pants. That's the kind of trio that would make me change my pants. Oh my lord. EA, you need to get onto this export feature because this would be the most deadly team that you can imagine. Behind them, we've got two extremely versatile two-way midfielders in Frederick Jetson and Awushi Ekbala, who would be incredible at feeding long passes to that incredibly pacey forward line, and they'd be incredibly good at getting back and defending our defenders when we need them to. Not that they would need them to, because you've got Rodolfo Miranda at left back and then Emmanuel Donio at right back. Both incredible fullbacks, both incredibly athletic, incredibly pacey, incredibly defensively solid, very strong as well, and both have incredible crosses on them. Behind them, we've got Justus Salawu, Justice, not Eustace, why am I keep calling him Eustace? Justus Salawu at left centre-back at 92 rated, and next we've got Joseph Azuego at right back. And then we've got Esteban Carrizo in goal, and I think if you calculate, this comes up to a total of 91 in defence, 89 in midfield, and 91 in attack. I'm going to be so sad if EA don't listen to this. I'm going to tell all the game changers I know we need an export feature. I need to be able to create these teams, honest to God. It was in FIFA before, it needs to be brought back. Anyway, instead of ranting, we're going to move on to part 2. We've got the second team. We've got Johan Obiang in strike. We're playing a 4-1-4-1, I believe, in this one. We've got Johan Obiang in strike, Tete Lamptey at left wing, and Sam Griffiths at right wing. As you can see, there's no cam there because it's going to be Lamptey who's going to be drifting into the middle. We've got Gasperoni and Mendy Radebe at centre mid. I believe Gasperoni is suited for that centre mid kind of number 8 role. And Mendy Radebe, as you know, is a beast beast two-way midfielder. He works in a 2. He could definitely work in a 3-way midfield. And then we've got Octavio Duarte at the base of midfield, protecting the back 4. Our fullbacks are Frank Hedricks and Benjamin Anziani from the Liverpool career mode. You know, there's no reason for them not to to destroy any attack or defense that we face. We've got Chinede Babio at centre-back, Eugenio Villalba at right centre-back, and Papastopoulos in goal. And if you calculate, this comes to 89 in defence, 87 in midfield, and 84 in attack. But as you can see, Tete Lamptey brings them down quite a lot. It would be higher. But, you know, overall it's just a number. Who cares? And finally, we're going to look at the reserves bench. We've got Pedro Jesus and Feliciano Lucero, who I believe were great, but just didn't quite suit either system. Franco Campagna as well, didn't quite suit either system. He'd be probably a replacement for Obiang in the reserve team, in the second team. Yusuf Shawar, who's so good on the bench, we really cannot keep him as a starter in either team. Aleman Vieira, again, brilliant, but just not quite good enough. Muslunga Dadu, Hugo Azevedo, who I really, really wanted as a cam, but it would be a bit of a slight to drop our 91 rated cam for Azevedo. Oh, hypocrite. Yeah, no, overall's just a number, ignore that. Then Harris at 89, just not quite as good as any of the defensive midfielders we've got on the pitch right now. Henry Cook, also brilliant, but not quite as good as anyone on the pitch. And the bottom 3, again, they were just iconic players, brilliant to use, but not quite as good as anyone on the pitch. And that brings us to the end of the video. Hope you've enjoyed. I've enjoyed this. I really, really, really hope EA end up bringing up the export feature at some point in future. Probably won't, but you know, a boy can dream. And I shall get onto my FIFA 20 videos as soon as the game comes out. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for the support so far. And I'll see you in the next one.